Yes, exactly. Chris Schroeder is someone that has been with CNC. He has a fun story. For those of you that have not heard it, I'm going to share it. For those of you that have heard it, I'm going to share it. Chris started and found CNC, so started in the finding process, January of 2020. Anyone remember that year? It's like a totally random year. January of 2020, Chris saw Clients and Community, was like, this looks pretty bananas awesome, subscribe. And then he got our emails, as one does when one is on a list, yes? And then he said, yuck, gross, unsubscribe. This is so much. They're contacting me so much, and I'm not doing it. Unsubscribed. To then eventually join Prominence in March of 2020, kicked some booty, ended up in Scale Legacy, was with us for a long time, made some amazing bonds with Justin Poulet, with Brady, went on his whole incredible journey, both as a human and as a business owner, and then ended up thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta be on the CNC team because, I mean, look at us. And so he applied once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and then ended up contacting Justin Poulet directly at a really good time in our hiring spree and ended up on the Accountability Coaches team. So I have gotten to work with him, you know, next to him in that space. It's been amazing and wonderful. And one of the things I'm so pumped for him to come up here and lead this talk about is that he is a master at the low ticket front end. And I have sent so many people, tagged this man so many times in Slack, like, y'all, okay, just ask Chris. Ask Chris. I don't know, ask Chris. And so I'm so excited for him to be giving you this presentation. Really take notes. This is going to be so good. He is going to break down what he's doing, how it's impacting his business, and how you can lead it in yours. Give it up. Last talk of the day. Big energy for Chris Schroeder.
Can you guys hear me? Is this thing on?
It is.
Okay, cool. All right. What's up, guys? So, a couple fun facts. Yes, I did unsubscribe from Clients and Community, but it was actually their messenger notifications because they were just blowing me up all the time. It was ridiculous, right? Fun fact about that is I was still in the group, but there was a group audit, and I already had a Facebook group. Like, I thought I knew what I was doing, right? And where's Matt Shetler? Is he in here? Oh, he's outside. That's rude. I was his first sale, by the way, just so you guys are aware. So, little story there. There he is. I was your first sale, right? Yep. And I was actually sold by Landon into the program, which was pretty cool. So, yeah, and you guys can actually listen to that sales call in the Prominence curriculum, which is kind of cool. All right, guys, so I got a fantastic thing for you guys today. Is this working? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, wait, that's too far. There it is. Okay, cool. All right. So, guys, today I want to share something that I think a lot of you guys will get a lot of value out of. And yes, Samantha sends everybody to me. I had to make a video for it because she was sending so many people to me, and I was tired of explaining it. So, you're right. It sounds like an offer, yeah. So my talk today is going to be about how to become a category king or queen with a low-ticket incubator offer. That's right. Come on, that's kind of exciting. Who wants to be a category king? Like, who in here is a category king? Jordan, raise your hand. Come on. I was about to say. Who's going to be a category king? That's right. Category king is the go-to expert in the industry. That's what you want to be, right? So let's talk about it. Who am I first? I want to give a little backstory. So my name is Chris Schroeder. I am a $1 Million Group Award winner. Thank you. A couple other things. I'm a father and a husband. My wife and kids are going to watch this replay. Super stoked about that. Very, very excited. I wanted them to be here. It just wasn't possible this time. $1 Million Group Award winner. Former CNC accountability coach, tier. Really sad about that, yes. I've taught over 300 people my Recelerator system. That is the program that I teach. My program is called Recelerator. My people term me as a systems scientist. I enjoy building systems. I don't know why. It is just something I love to do. Anybody that has met me or had calls with me, David and Robin, David, you love it. Like, I don't know how many hours we spent building systems for your guys' stuff, right? So that's what my people call me. I'm a marketing enthusiast. I'm an avid reader. I read a lot of stuff. And fun fact, I've watched Iron Man 2 over 100 times. So, yeah, that was to make y'all laugh. All right, because I got the last call. I got to make you guys, lively, right? So here's what I'm going to teach you guys how to do today. I'm going to teach you how to become a category king or queen by building a low-ticket, recurring model that will help you convert interested leads to clients faster. Who would want that? Cool, great. So, what is a low-ticket membership model? So a low-ticket membership model is a low-ticket that's about $5 to $100 a month type of model that includes a course, small community, and limited support, and is meant to convince people that your model works and lets them know that we want them in the high-ticket program, but we want to deliver on a small portion of our process first. So here's my low-ticket group. This is it, right? So this is called the Starter Kit Program. Thanks, CNC, for that. You guys did some sort of starter kit thing. It was great. I steal all their stuff, by the way. Anyway, it was Start Your Buyback Business. Very simple, very to the point. It's got 521 group members, right? Everybody in this group paid to be in this group. So since I started this group, I don't know why I'm looking at this screen. I'm going to look at this one. I've done $22,623 in front-end sales and recurring. That's still continuing to this day. I've done $179,000 in upgrades. That's people from this program specifically, just upgrading. And I get $31,314 in back-end recurring income per year off of just SaaS in multiple ways. So in total, I did $233,777 in additional cash, and this is all cash, this is not revenue. I don't track revenue, I only track cash. Thanks to this program in the last 18 months. So, total ad spend between group ads, Google ads, and direct membership ads. This actually blew my mind when I actually did the math, when I had to come up with this stuff and put it together. Only $25,442. It's kind of insane, kind of wild. So between all of the methods, though, we generated $369,606 in the past 18 months since starting this program. My little membership program helped generate 63% of all cash collected and recurring payments front and back end. So, is this exciting? Yes. Cool. Is this something you guys want to learn? Yes. Great. You guys want to know the crazy part, though? Yes, tell me. I had no idea what I was doing, like, the entire time, because most of this was trial and error and constantly figuring things out while managing business and life. It looked a little bit like this. Along with raising a family, and you got what was happening in the background here. So, babe, did you take out the trash? Screaming toddler noises. I have a 5 and a 3-year-old, by the way. How to market this business. Am I doing this right? Daddy, is Venom a good guy? Like, on a Zoom, this happened on a Zoom call, by the way. And then, obviously, my dog barking in the background, right? I'm trying to figure out this thing, while I'm living life, right? But I have this, super special skill that most people don't. I have the ability to just keep going and not giving up too soon. Kind of like Captain America, I can do this all day, right? Oh, Facebook Ads Manager shuts down. I'll just open another account. Keep it going. So let's talk some strategy, though. Who is this training for? I want to get very clear here. This training is for the coach that needs more proof of concept. It's for the coach that may be in a small market or niche and how this model can benefit you. Why is this clicker not working? Come on. The coach who wants an upfront model that can help with paying ad spend while also moving potential clients down the pipeline faster. Click. Okay. In short, if you have to create your own customers like I do to get them to understand concepts faster, or to get them to understand your concepts faster, then this training is for you. Who is this training not for? Like I said, I want to be very specific. It's not for the coach that is already crushing it with their current model. Don't fix what isn't broken. If you're crushing it with CNC's model, don't stop and start this. That doesn't make sense. It's for the coach it's not for the coach who is in a well-known market. For example, house flipping, real estate, stuff like that. Stuff that is very well known to people, right? So, and I'll explain this a little bit more in depth in a minute. Or the coach who knows exactly who they're selling to every time. If you know what your perfect avatar is, keep selling to them. Don't start this thing. All right? So how can we know if we need a low-ticket membership model to grow our high-ticket program? We need to ask this question. Does my potential client at any point randomly think about the thing that you offer? So, an example here. Does somebody wake up one day and say, I want to become an electronics reseller or a phone flipper? Has anybody ever thought that in their entire life? Has anybody ever thought, oh, I want to become a house flipper? Yes, right? Has anybody ever thought, I want to coach people on how to not, fail their marriage? Yes, right? Does this make sense? Cool. All right, so most people never think about this. It is my job to get them to think about it, which incurs a lot of more marketing. It's a lot more marketing. Okay, is there a place I'm supposed to point this thing? Or just click? Anyway, let's start from the beginning. So when I was born, just kidding. Let's get to the good stuff, the money-making stuff. How did I learn this? So I got introduced to this model when I was actually at my very first Clients and Community event, the very first one they ever had. I was at my Airbnb and I got introduced to a Facebook ad that introduced me to Laurel Portier. Who knows who that is? Yeah, a couple of people, right? She's growing in the marketing community. We are actually very good friends now. So this was the birth of my low-ticket program. I joined her program, and I saw the amount of value that she was giving, and I was blown away. It was actually too much. It was mostly her content on YouTube, but it was actually just structured better in a way that people could understand. I soon found out that she had a mastermind where she helped private clients. Me being me, I just upgraded like a weekend, because that's who I am. So this is where I got the idea that I could do this for my audience. Now, this didn't take effect immediately. It took some time for me to eventually start it, but the seed was planted. I created my low ticket and launched it, and a few people started to trickle in. It wasn't a wave, just so you guys are aware. But it was harder than I thought. I thought that, like myself, most people would simply upgrade to my high ticket thing once they saw the level of value that I provided in the low ticket thing. Surely, people would not need to be sold on the next best thing if they were getting enough value from the first thing. Right? I was dead wrong, just so you guys are aware. So people still needed to be reached out to, followed up with, and all of the same things that we do inside of. This thing is not working. Anyway, Clients and Community. It's the stuff that we do inside of Clients and Community. Pause. I don't know what's happening. And I can't keep, is it on this thing? Oh, I don't know Jaden's password. I could try, Does anybody have any questions so far? I know I'm going through the story of all of this, but I can field some questions while we're waiting on the battery to switch or something. Go for it.
I'd be curious, what's your offer? Because you don't sell, your offer is that you made a lot of money with a low ticket kind of offer, right?
Not a ton, no. I got people that come in and out, right? People don't stay forever, and that's not the point. The point with the low ticket offer is I call it the dip your toe in offer. right? Like, try this thing out, right? Do you want to become a full-time phone flipper? Cool, okay. Or a buyback business owner, right? In my industry, you have to create that person. It's not something somebody just thinks about when they wake up in the morning, right? Go ahead, Derek. $7 a month. Yeah. All right, so this is where a combination of skill sets. At this point, I was very well versed in the undercover conversion method. Who knows what that is? Yeah, it's what CNC teaches, right? All right, it's what led to most of my first initial high-ticket sales, and I cannot thank these guys enough for that and helping introduce me to the market. Just so you guys know, I wasn't a high-ticket coach 4 years ago. Wasn't even close. So I combined the low-ticket offer with my own version of the undercover conversion method. So that's the story about how this thing was created. Let's switch gears a little bit, though. Who knows what this is? That's right, the winner gets candy. Here you go. Let me get these out. Who is the second person? Yeah, there we go. Bell curve. Heck yeah. Sorry, it's a mint. It was out in the lobby. Right. All right, so here is where most of your high-ticket clients live. Right here, in this little bitty part right here. How many of you knew that? That's about 2.1% of your entire audience. Think about that. That's wild, right? We think we're talking to our entire group, but really we're just talking to those people. So here's a little bit more of a breakdown of the bell curve, though. So that's where your high-ticket clients live. Those are the innovators. Then we have the early adopters, which account for 13.6% of your entire audience in your group. Then we have the early majority, 34.1%. And then it goes back down here for the late majority, laggards, haters, and non-buyers. And by the way, for those of you who have haters, that's where they live. Don't worry about them. So let's get some real numbers here, though. This is a calculator that I built whenever I learned this, because I'm a very visual person. Visual in numbers, anyway. So this was my Facebook group, 14,100 people whenever I built this calculator. And I built this calculator based on those percentages. And I was like, okay, that's cool, the bell curve is cool, but I need numbers, right? So I found out that I had 324 innovators in my group. I had scraped up like 40% of those innovators already, and they were in my high-ticket program, right? So I was like, okay, that's good to know, right? But what about these early adopters and the early majority? Oh man, that's a lot of people, right? And then you got the email list. It's the same thing goes with the email list. And if you guys take your group metrics on your posts in your Facebook group and you compare this to like the metrics there on the reach, it's going to show almost the same exact thing. Same thing with email, right? It'll show 503 open, right? So let's get some real numbers here, closer to what you guys might have, because I've been in CNC for 4 years and running group ads forever. Let's say you have 2,000 group members. That means you got 46 innovators in your group, the people that are most likely to buy your high-ticket thing. Right? And then it goes down to 358 or up to 358 and then 524. Same thing with the email list, right? Who has ever started a Facebook group, did a promo cycle, and got an initial surge of clients almost immediately? Yeah. Guess who those were? Those were the innovators. And then whenever you ran the second promo cycle, what happened? Exactly. That's because you ran out of innovators. Is this making sense so far? All right, cool. So I want someone from the audience. Give me your group size. 7,200. All right, cool. Wait, what did you say? 7,200. 7,200. All right, so 7,000. Let me put this in. Oh no, well let me edit it without the app. Hold on. Wait, pause. 200 and something? I'm just going to go with, who was the first person? 7,200. Oh, now I don't have access. What happened? All right, well, apparently my stuff broke. So anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, it's whatever it is. No, you're all good. That one won't work. Anyway, you guys want the link to this calculator? That way you can just do it yourself. Click right or scan this thing.
It's 154 based on your numbers.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, Chris. Chris, right? Yeah, nice name, dude.
Thanks, man. I like yours too.
Thanks. All right, who scanned it? And whenever it goes to Messenger, make sure to press Get Started. That way I can get you in my funnel. So that QR code will also link you directly to my Messenger funnel. Also, by the way, for those of you who do indirect honeypot posts, Messenger links just like that with the QR codes and stuff are pretty cool. They work really well. Just so you guys are aware. ManyChat, yeah. All right, so most of your high-ticket clients are innovators. All right, innovators are the people who are willing to take the risk. Innovators they've usually taken a bet on a program before and it's taken off or changed their life. How many of your high-ticket clients have taken a course before yours? Like most of them, yes. They're willing to spend some money for help. These are those people, right? But let's talk about the early majority and the early adopters. This is where most of your low-ticket buyers live, or the one-time buyers live. These are the people that need a little bit more proof of concept, right? They see the innovators winning, but they don't see people like them winning, right? In short, they need to see some wins on their own using a small part of your process to believe that your model will actually work before they can become innovators, right? So in a sense, a low-ticket model is a lead magnet that solves the first problem that they have. In my program, the first problem that they have is actually the question of, does this thing actually work? Right? I have to double close people on my program. That's the biggest thing. I can't just go straight to high ticket. Now I could, but I'll get refunds because it's too much right away, right? So we got the late majority laggers and then the haters and not interested people. This is going to be half your audience, just so you guys are aware. You can try as hard as you want to bring the right people in, but you're still going to have these people. We shouldn't focus all our energy on trying to please these types of people or convince them. Just not at all. We want to focus on the three categories that are up front, right, and dial your message around those people. So how does the category king or queen membership model work? So we got group ads. Number one, we got free and paid. Okay, free group ads, paid group ads. Organic, and then the free group. And all of these people funnel to the low-ticket membership model. So first one is group ads. You guys might be familiar with this. There's a company out there that shows you guys how to do this. And they're really, really good at it too. They taught me, so that's all I can say. Anyway, you run free Facebook group ads to your free community to build trust. This is our model, right? We connect with everyone who comes into the group using the undercover conversion method. And then we find out if they would be a better fit for high ticket or low ticket. This is my model. This is my ad. This is my free Facebook ad. Are you an electronics reseller who has a hard time sourcing items? Are you tired of looking through Marketplace and apps? Become the number one buyer. Is this a pretty good ad? Pretty direct, right? It still brings in the wrong people, just so you guys are aware. Like 50%, right? So, then we got this message. I want to go through this message really quick. So, welcome to Reselling Electronics for Profit. Hope you're doing well. Are you already reselling electronics? Not yet, trying to potentially. I should try to sell this guy a high-ticket program, right? No, right? No, we want to aim for more of a low ticket on this person. We want to dip their toes in the water a little bit, make sure it's warm, right? Hey, dude, try out my $7 thing. If you don't like it, just cancel. Doesn't matter, right? All right, so using group ads, breakdown. We want to send people straight to the group, tag them in the welcome post so they see the link to check out the low ticket offer. How many of you guys joined the Clients and Community group, bought their book from the welcome post? You did. A couple of people did, right? Use lead forms to send people to the group. Also send a free training as an option to buy into the monthly recurring model. Use ManyChatBot to upsell people, which is probably what's happening right now on some of y'all's phones, if y'all are answering the question. Is anybody going through my funnel right now? Cool. If you go through it, it's going to upsell you at the end. All right, organic posts and videos. I want to go through this because I think it's important and I don't think we do enough of them. I do a lot of organic stuff because people like it, and when they see, here's my small brain thinking sometimes. It's like, if they see me more, they're more likely to buy. I think that's true, right? So this is just a video that I make. Also, by the way, guys, if you guys can put this is just a pro tip. If you guys can put your model on a whiteboard and show it to people, you're going to get a lot more buyers, trust me. It works well. I'm the only one in my industry that does it. And then we got YouTube videos. So if you guys are on YouTube, I actually just repurpose a lot of my Facebook videos, and I just put them on YouTube. Now, I only have about 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, 4,100, but YouTube made up a lot of my sales last year. Like a lot. I don't have the actual numbers, but because it's organic and it's hard to track, right? But it made up a lot of it. I don't get a lot of views, but I get the right views, right? I don't do clickbait stuff, right? But I do stuff like this. Let's build Alexander's buyback business from scratch. That's pretty cool, right? People like that stuff. So here's the breakdown of this. Number one, for the organic stuff, post content around your model and how it works. Add a link in the description and the first comment. Make sure it's content that your people will consume. I don't know why it says 1 now. It was like 1, 2, 3 earlier. Anyway, recommend doing this on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you have an audience, okay? So here's the group content. Many of you guys probably recognize this. You know, this was straight up copied from CNC, just so you guys are aware. Does anybody know what this is, though? It's a honeypot, but what kind of honeypot? Indirect, that's right. Yeah, so we just finished creating a MacBook and iPad purchasing guide. Who wants the draft so they can learn how to flip more items? 328 comments. It's wild, right? And then this is the other type of content that we do. So Spencer was part of my low-ticket member model thing. Spencer does $17K in sales with $4,800 in profit 4 weeks into Recelerator. Now, in this interview, I went over how he was in my $7 a month program. He got so much value that he upgraded in like a month and a half. And then he did almost $5,000 in profit, like 30 days later, because we accelerated the process for him because he was already doing the process. And that's honestly how I like most of my clients to come in. Like, you know, they'd already done half the work. It's great. So the welcome post is your best friend when you're selling very interested people, because they'll come in, you'll tag them, and they'll read the thing and buy sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Then you want to utilize indirect honeypots to sell the membership. Add the resource to a landing page, resource to landing page, just so you guys are aware, and subtly put the membership link at the bottom. Give them the resource, but at the bottom, it's like, hey, we got this thing that is like $7 a month. If you join it, you might learn more, right? You can also do this in ManyChat if you want. I like ManyChat. And then run mini promo cycles, webinars for the low-ticket membership model. This works very well as well. And then highlight students who join the membership model and upgrade to high ticket. This is by far the best way to push this model. Every time I put out a testimonial, a lot of people join the low ticket. I get a lot of conversations started. And then a couple months later, they upgrade. So now that we got them, though, what do we do with them? So we went over this part, right? But now, how do we get people to purchase the high-ticket program? Like, how do we get them from here to here, right? So the first one is called a touch point or a welcome call. Me or somebody on my team, one of my coaches, will usually call them just straight up. It's like, hey, bro, I saw you join the thing, my starter kit program. How is it, right? Do you got your logins? Are you good? Are you already a reseller? What does this sound like? Sounds like the undercover conversion method, right? We're just doing it over a phone call. Also, it's a very high-touch thing. They only spent $7 to join, and now they're getting a phone call asking if they got their login credentials. would you guys listen to somebody who like called you, made sure you got in, like after you bought like their really cheap thing? Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, dude, thank you. And we don't sell on that call, just so you guys are aware. No selling on that call. On that call, though, we give a huge value give. So if you finish the course, you get a free mentorship class and a free strategy session. And that works very well, by the way. More touch points. So there's like 30 touch points in this. This is an aggressive model, just so you guys are aware. Touch points include check-ins. So whenever they finish a certain module, we check in with them. Whenever they make a payment, we check in with them. Whenever they do anything, like comment in the group, we check in with them. A lot of touch points, right? You just messenger, text, email, yeah. Sorry, I could have made that more clear. Anyway, value gives. So we like to send virtual gifts to them as well. So for example, if they finish the negotiation section, it will automatically send them a text saying, hey, here's a 3-hour masterclass on negotiation for finishing this module. So it kind of gamifies the program as well and keeps them moving through the program knowing that they can get more really cool gifts as well. And then we do more touch points. Lots and lots and lots of touch points. This sounds a little bit like the undercover conversion method. We do value posts in this group. We do a 30 to 45 minute live each week. We do continuous check-ins. I only do about 1 honeypot per month in this group. They've already purchased, they already got value, not necessary to do one, right? And then we only do a promo cycle about every 3 months in this group. But then we also have the Category King incubator stuff. We gamify it. We do text notifications for us and them. They get virtual gifts for finishing modules, which we already went over, and then a personal touch point along with check-ins. So this is what it actually looks like on the back end. We track where they're at in my program. So the further along they are, do you guys think those guys might be better leads? Like if they're moving down the pipeline and finishing the thing? Probably better leads, right? But if they stop, let's say at this one here, just the 3rd module, are they the best lead? Probably not, right? I want somebody to come into my program that's kind of primed and ready to go, right? So I use High Level, where you can set up automations for everything. I think Client Genie has a High Level thing integrated into it here soon as well. But this is what it all looks like inside of there. Here's what it actually looks like inside of there. So we got the trigger. They finish a certain module. They get a text. They get moved in the opportunities. And then we also get a text. So it lets me know. I probably have one right now, actually, because people are moving through this thing. Let me see. Yeah, Ryan Gaines. Check in with Ryan Gaines. Number. It happens just like this almost all the time. So we got check in with Alicio. Check in with Fabian. Daniel Castro finished the welcome videos. Daniel Castro finished $2,500 saved up. Daniel Castro. You guys think I need to reach out to Daniel? Like he's like blowing through this program, right? Probably a good guy to reach out to. So we talked about this stuff, right? We got the low ticket membership model. We got all of our touch points. We got value gives, and this stuff is a little wonky. I don't know why. Let's talk about this stuff a little bit more, though. Wow, that circle got messed up. Anyway, I call this the re-engagement ring. So what is the re-engagement ring? So this is where we actually add paid ads into this model. Yeah.
What are you offering them on the back end?
It's my high ticket program.
It is your
Yeah.
so your membership.
Yeah.
You are, okay.
Yeah, they go from the low ticket membership to the high ticket program. That's how I get them there.
Yeah, no, I mean like, what are you giving them? What's the course you're giving your low ticket people?
Oh, it's just like a basic. Honestly, it's a really long course. It's my old mentorship program. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. It's like a little bit more basic than my high ticket. Yeah. All right, so the first part of the re-engagement ring is a student testimonial retargeting ad. And then we got a book a call retargeting ad. I'm going to show you guys all of these. The value video for high ticket. I'll go over that in a sec. And then, oh, shoot. Oh, I broke it. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I want to go over these one-on-one because this goes in a circle as a retargeting ad. I'm basically using their emails and phone numbers, and I'm just retargeting the crap out of them, like all the time. So we got a student testimonial retargeting ad. That's where I literally take a student testimonial, throw it up as a retargeting ad. There's only about 600 people in my program. So how much do you guys think it costs to retarget people, or only 600 people? Not a lot, like $10 a day. Like, not a lot of people. So, and then we got a book a call retargeting ad. This is basically a VSL. I'll show you guys here in a second. Then we got a value video for high ticket. That's also another retargeting ad. And then we got a student-only sneak peek class. So this one is one of the best ones, by the way. This one and the student testimonial retargeting ad. I like to do the sneak peek class because it gives them an idea of what our classes actually look like. And it works very well. So here's what the ads look like. This is a retargeting ad. So we got Learn How Jackson started in our $7 a month starter kit program and eventually upgraded to Recelerator and just finished off a fantastic $16,000 a month selling electronics on eBay. So he was in Jackson here, and I go over this in the video. He was at the point where he's like, there's no way you can teach me anything else, right? He joined my free group, right? I was like, dude, just join my low ticket and then make that decision, right? And he joined that, and he was like, oh, crap. Okay, there's a lot more I don't know. And and then he upgraded like 30 days later. Steven here was in the starter kit program for about 2 months. He was initially in there, eventually upgraded to Recelerator, and finished off a $3,900 profit month reselling electronics. And these just run continuously with like 10 more like them. Then we got the VSL. This is a book a call retargeting ad. And it's got a power offer as the description here. Resellers and flippers, if I offer to help you make $5K a month in 16 weeks or less by only meeting people twice a day, and the rest of it says, would you take me up on that offer? This is just what it looks like. It's a video, it's 9 minutes long, and it literally says, we can help you grow your phone flipping business. Then we got a value video retargeting ad, and it like shouts out the problem directly in front. Are you struggling with closing deals in your phone flipping business? Discover what you're doing wrong and how to fix it. And then I have a video at the bottom here. This video actually includes my software, and you can only get the software if you join my high ticket program. It's a high level, white label. And then we have, this is supposed to be different, but this is a sneak peek retargeting ad. This is just a class that we retarget people with. It was supposed to be a little different, but anyway, so that's the model. Here's the 10,000 foot overview. This is what it all looks like when it's all said and done. So I want to go over it one more time, and then I'm going to open it up for Q&A because I know there's going to be a ton of questions. So we got group ads, free and paid, organic, free group, all go to the low ticket membership model. We hit them with touch points, value, touch points, value, touch points, value, touch points, like aggressively, okay? It's aggressive. To get them to purchase a high ticket program. And while that's happening, they're being retargeted the entire time. So imagine this. Imagine you signed up for my thing, right? We became friends on Facebook as I reached out, hit you up through Messenger, gave you a phone call, you got an email from me, right? That all happened very quickly, right? So now, let's say a day goes by. You see a post of mine, an organic post that I just posted up that shows how to do something correctly, right? And then you see another post in my group, right? In the low ticket mastermind group. And then you see that I uploaded a YouTube video. And then you get an email. And then you get a text message saying, hey, there's a live stream today. And then you get retargeted with all these ads multiple times a day, and they're all different. What am I doing? Exactly, I'm saturating their newsfeed and everything else. So that my whole goal is to like make them not forget about me. I want to be in their face until they like break. And they're like, this stuff must work. So it takes a little bit to set all of this up. I gotta let you guys know that. It's not something that like you can start tomorrow, okay? But anyway, Q&A. I know there's gonna be some questions, so go ahead, dude. Yeah, go ahead and just line up, guys. I'm ready. Anyway, was that good? Was it? All right, cool, awesome.
So thank you. That was awesome.
Awesome,
My,
dude.
my question is, what is the main difference on the delivery side of the group that's paid versus the one that's not?
The one that's not like, there's not a whole lot of big difference, right? One is just paying more, right? And so we reach out to those people more, right? Most of my engagement is actually done in my free group by my students now. Like my students are my affiliates, so they actually post most of the content, which is kind of cool.
So can I reframe the question then?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So what's the driving incentive for me? I know it's $7, who cares? But what's the driving incentive to be like, I should go to that group?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So there's an entire course. We don't have a course in the
Got
free
it.
group at all.
Perfect.
And it's 91 modules. It's meant to overwhelm them. I want them to be overwhelmed. I want them to be like, this is too much. How do I pay you to help me? That's the point. Yeah.
I like that angle. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, it's Joseph.
It's my second time seeing
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I got a sneak peek last night, and I still have questions. So, I'm thinking to do this with a scraped list, and
Yeah.
I have the media buying skills. Not that much skill actually. Just using words, how would you describe what the sneak peek videos can look like, and what the high ticket value videos can look like?
So
It's hard to catch on the thumbnails.
The sneak peek video is basically just a student class that we host every week. It's about an hour long, and we just make that an ad. And it's like, hey,
the whole thing.
the whole thing.
The recording.
Yeah, we, like,
Nice.
just watch the whole thing.
Nice.
Now the cool thing is like if you run it for video views, you can actually just retarget the people that watch that too, right?
Yep.
So it can just be, you can create another circle around one of those ads that retargets, like it's a whole thing, right? Like you could go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, if they watch 10% of that,
Yeah.
that's enormous. Yeah.
Enormous, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a sneak peek, and what about the value?
The value is just like something that I know that they're having problems with. So for example, can't find enough deals. I already got a video on it. So, hey, you can't find enough deals, watch this video to learn how to find more deals.
Nice. Which
Right.
is on your YouTube already.
Which is on my YouTube already, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks. That's awesome,
Yeah,
Chris.
dude.
I'll let you know next time I see you how it's working.
Okay.
Hi, so I'm still just getting my head wrapped around the low ticket funnel from this
Sure.
morning.
Yeah.
Concept of like, let's have a module from my program and I'm going to do a low ticket thing. It seems to me that maybe some of this model could work as a sort of entry point into that same low ticket funnel. And I'm wondering what's the distinction between like a mini program or book funnel thing or a recurring monthly thing, and what's the distinction that makes it have to be recurring or should be recurring?
Well, the reason I made it recurring is because I was tired of one-off sales.
Right.
And also I noticed recurring actually keeps people a little bit more accountable. Like whenever they see the thing come out, they're like, oh, I should probably log back in, you know? Now, I consulted with Landon on this, and I actually run the funnel in two ways. Number one is the book offer that upsells them to this program.
Right.
And then the other one is just straight to the $7 a month. Now, organically, straight to the $7 a month works. On Facebook, not so much. So the book funnel actually works better on Facebook. And the way I actually have it structured on Facebook ads is buy the book, and then we upsell them. We try to sell the $7 a month for $97 lifetime.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, and they say no, it's like, okay, well, how about $7 a month? And most of them say yes after that.
Is there a point where they get to the end of the road in the monthly thing? Do they run out of content, or do you have to keep kind of putting new stuff in there, you know, to keep them coming back?
I mean,
every
yeah,
month?
I add content there. Yeah, I mean, we still do live streams and stuff like that too. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want to stay in a group that's active, right? With people that actually paid to be there.
Cool. Thanks.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
My name's Marlon. So I love the recurring model.
Yeah.
And I think Mark just asked this, which is with the difference between your high ticket and this low ticket, what's preventing a person from just staying in the low ticket saying, I'm getting all the value here? You know, so again, like, what's the incentive? I think I heard you say that. And then also, what are you doing to prevent the low ticket from cannibalizing the high ticket offer if they feel they're just getting all of it at that? Like, is there a big separating, like, hey, you don't actually get to talk to Chris like live until you come to the high ticket, you just get Chris recordings?
I mean, they can still talk to me, but like I make it pretty apparent that we're not going to help with certain things. Like, I'm not going to find deals for you, and neither are my coaches. Like, you got to come to the high ticket program to get that level of support, because our high ticket is more one-on-one, right? It's very one-on-one based. It's in Slack. It's much more higher tiered. And what it's meant to do is accelerate what they've already learned, because basically, so the best way I can explain this is think of the low ticket model as like MapQuest, right? Like, here's the directions. You got to figure it out on your own type stuff. And then think of the high ticket as like Google Maps. Because if there's a roadblock, we can help you around it. And that's how I explain it to these clients. And they're like, oh, that makes sense, right? Because it's a very visual thing, right? But as far as like the low ticket cannibalizing the high ticket, if I get 5,000 people in the low ticket, do I care? Like, it's 35 grand a month that I can just throw into ad spend and make more, right? So it's never cannibalized it. We still have people upgrading all the time.
Cool. And from a fulfillment process side of things, how much of your active like work is going into fulfilling on it,
Not
day to
much.
day? Not much, God.
Not much. Yeah, cool. Most of my effort is on the back end, high ticket. And I let them know that. So in the very beginning of the course that they buy, like, I let them know my entire goal with this program is to upsell you to this. Like, that's like the first video. It's like, save your money, buy this when you get there, right? I let them know that's I want to earn their business. And I'm very upfront about that.
Cool.
It's like, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse.
Hi, Chris. So I think it's funny you started by saying that the point of having all those modules is to overwhelm people and say, how can you just do it for me? Because that's how I'm feeling about all the automation and retargeting. Like, it's a brilliant idea and I have a lot of it built already, but the automation behind it, like, I don't know that I'm the person who can do that.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, like, who could help me with that? Can you help? Who would I hire? I can't do it.
We'll talk after this.
Oh, well, what would you recommend? Like, go high level.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, but it's so niche. It's like all the pieces have to fit very.
There's a lot of pieces in it to make it work correctly, and that's why it took so long.
Yeah,
to build.
because that's my barrier to really like getting it going is all the automation and all the stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's not too hard once you have done it once, because once you build the first automation, like the second one isn't too hard. You just kind of duplicate it and change it a little. We can talk a little bit more about after that though, or after this. Any other questions, guys?
How much is your high ticket?
My high ticket is $3K. Yeah, we played around with 3,800. Found out 3K is the sweet spot.
For how long?
20 weeks right now. 20 weeks. Now, if they decide to not pay in full, it's 4K. Yeah. Nothing crazy, but it helps me. All right, I think I'm done. Yeah.
Yes! Let's get up for Chris and Rocky and Stapes and Landon, all of your day one Brady, all of the day one people. We are here, my friends. We have made it. Final countdown. Okay, so any of my Scale Legacy, as in second year Scale people, beautiful. We have our Scale Legacy dinner, 5:30. So from here, it's pretty close, at Culinary Dropout. The address is on the schedule. You should have that. For all of everyone else, including, of course, Legacy, there is going to be a mixer at Optima from 7:30 to 10. Everyone is welcome to that. And it will be a little different for those of you that have been before. It will be just like this was, a little bit different, a little more intimate. There will not be a red carpet. We'll have some other kind of things going. So I know, I just don't want anyone to go, listen, this is why I was like, Jaden was like, I don't think you need to say it. And I said, listen, some people are going to leave here and really prepare themselves for the red carpet. And I just can't on good conscience let you do that when I know it's not coming. I, however, do know how to take some pictures, because I'm not saying we're not going to take pictures. I'm just saying there won't be a red carpet. So if you want to get fly, I got you. Otherwise, feel free to come, everyone, at 7:30 at Optima. Legacy, we will see you at Culinary Dropout. Tomorrow morning, remember, you can park wherever, the spots will be open. And the same catered lunch. So if you needed to order out, you'll need to do so again. And then, anything else? How about a whoop whoop? Awesome. I'll see you guys tomorrow.